Step number 1 is acquisition. That is where retention marketing actually starts, so make sure that you are spending significantly on ads. Step number 2, make sure you have the correct pop-up form in place to capture that traffic. So this is what a bad form looks like, and this is what a good one looks like. Always lead with interest and make it 3 steps. Step number 1 is asking for their interest, step number 2 is asking for their email, and step number 3 is either an SMS or the success page. Otherwise it will be a 4-step form. Take a look at these examples from the top brands. This one, and this one. The rule of thumb here is don't lead with a weak offer like 10 or 20%. Instead, if you are only able to offer that, then make sure that you make it a mystery discount. Step number 3 is segmentation, because it's going to lead a lot of your strategy. The segments that you should be sending to is making a segment of repeat customers. These are people that purchase at least twice over all time. You're going to make sure that you're sending them campaigns that increase AOV and don't discount these customers. You want to cross-sell and upsell to them, send them education. Then your engaged non-buyers. These are people that are opening your emails but haven't placed an order in the last 120 days. They're paying attention to you. You need to figure out how to convert them. There needs to be a different strategy for that. Next up, you have your lapsed customers. These are people that have purchased from you at least once, but haven't been back for a while. You need to send them offers to come back and also educate them about the other products that are similar to the one that they had. Next up, make a segment of only one-time purchases. If this way outweighs your returning customers, then you have an issue with your post-purchase flow, which we'll get to shortly. If you're a subscription brand, you need to make 2 more segments. One is people that have an active subscription and one that have canceled or have had a billing error. You do not want to include these people in your regular sends, and you want to have a different strategy for those 2. Then on an ongoing basis, you want to create an engage 120 or engage 180. You want to extend it when you want to reach more people, but you want to keep it to 120 to save you deliverability. The next step is campaigns. For this step, you want to send at least 2 emails per week minimum. It doesn't matter what revenue range you are, you should be reaching your audience regularly. Make sure that with campaigns, you have about a 60-40 split between plain text emails and image-based emails. 40% being plain text and 60% being image-based emails. Here is the formula for a good image-based email. You always want to have the logo, not taking up too much real estate, a headline, sub-headline, CTA, and then image. Then you want the rest of the email to follow. The rule of thumb is that people don't read emails, they skim them, so make sure that you're to the point and you don't have a ton of fluff. Then make sure your plain text emails look like this. It needs to be from the founder or an alias or someone on your team. It needs to look like a personal email, so ideally you want to change the font and you want it in this specific format. In terms of sales and promos, when it comes to campaigns, you want to make sure that you're sending at least 1 promo per month, but you don't want to discount your brand. So play around with offers. You don't only have 20% off site-wide. You also have a $1 off offer. The best one that we've seen is store credit. So you make it seem like they're getting store credit, so $10 off, but really it's just a discounted sale. Make sure that you're doing tiered sales to bring up AOV. Make sure that you're not sending massive discounts to your OP customers, and make sure that you are continuously testing different offers like a BOGO, $1 off, free shipping, so that you know what works well and then you can use those in big sale periods like Labor Day and Black Friday. The best rule of thumb for sale periods is to do an announcement email, a launch email, a reminder email. There needs to be a little bit sprinkled in between, but that's a little bit more advanced. The next step is setting up your flows. All you really need is a welcome flow, browse abandonment, site abandonment, checkout abandonment, and cart abandonment. Those specifically are going to do most of the heavy lifting, especially if you're spending on ads. You have to have those in place. Then as advanced flows, you should have a win back and a post purchase. Now with the welcome flow, it should be a minimum of 4 emails. And what you want to go over is you just want to teach them exactly what you offer. You want to give them the initial offer that was in the sign up form, and you want to make sure that you're building trust with the audience. Then in the cart abandonment, this is people that have added to the cart, but they haven't gone to the billing page. These people are high intent. You want to make sure that you're capturing them back, showing them what they left behind, and making sure that you either have an offer or reviews in here to tackle any pain points. Checkout abandonment, intentions a little bit higher. They were probably deterred because of shipping costs or shipping times. Make sure that you're countering that in this flow as well as putting trust and reviews. In the browse abandonment, they don't know what they want yet. They haven't taken additional action. They probably just saw an ad. Make sure that you're showing them multiple other products that they would probably like, and your best sellers specifically. Site abandonment, they've just landed on the homepage for the most part. They haven't looked at a specific product. Teach them what products they should be buying. To keep it simple, cart, checkout, browse, and site abandonment all need a minimum of 2 emails, maximum around 6, but keep it to 2 or 3 as the sweet spot. Then the more complex flows that you should absolutely have is the post-purchase and the win-back. The win back is intentional to make sure that lapsed customers don't go long as a lapsed customer. You're returning a bunch of that revenue that you would have lost otherwise. Teach them what else you have to offer, give them a welcome back offer, and it should be good to go. Then the post-purchase, the full intention of this is to guarantee that your one-time purchases are going to become repeat purchases and you can increase AOV. So this is an opportunity not to just request a review. This should be an opportunity of 4 minimum emails to teach them a little bit about the brand, give them exceptional customer experience, show them that they made the right choice with their purchase so they don't feel buyer's remorse, teach them how to use the product, and then upsell, cross-sell them as the last email in this flow. And if you're a subscription brand, you want a second branch in this that looks like this, and you basically just want to lead them to placing another order but on subscriptions so that they subscribe and save. And that is it for the flows. Now the last step is the most important one, which is maintaining your deliverability, because it doesn't matter what you send out or what the offer is. If no one is seeing it, it actually doesn't matter. And so the number one thing that you want to do is make sure you're sending to highly engaged people consistently and saving the strategic sense for outside of that period. Now, if you're struggling with deliverability, the easiest way to fix it is to create a hyper engaged list of day 30 people who have engaged a lot. So you'll create a segment with the definition of have opened an email at least 3 times in the last 30 days. You're going to go and send plain text emails that prompt a reply from these people. So it'll be, hey, as the founder, I just want to double check that you're getting this email. Please reply to this so I know. Otherwise, I will make sure to add you onto the list properly. So they actually reply, you get engagement, fixes your deliverability. Do this repetitively for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and it should definitely heal itself. So that's it. That's the shortest marketing course in the entire world for email. Now, if you want to work with an agency that knows all of this and is able to do all of this for you, then go down below, book in a call as long as you're making $50,000 or more per month. And if you are, we'll definitely help you with a guarantee. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.